John Deere, Toro, animal activists, vegans, vegetarians, PetSmart executives, and the Mexican consulate are all in Washington lobbying that goats, sheep, and cow lawnmower weed whackers are considered animal cruelty, a form of tax evasion, unconstitutional, and they also argue that they will increase the U.S. unemployment rate. At this time, the world has 500 million goats, and the U.S. is the biggest goat importer. There are over 200 species of goat with an average lifespan of 10 years. You can now scrap your gas-guzzling, pollution-spewing lawn equipment. Goats can jump 5 feet, climb trees, go over rocks, swim, and even see in the dark. They'll chomp on your grass, weeds, bushes, thistle, blackberries, poison oak, ivy, kudzu, vines such as trumpet vine, sagebush, sapling trees such as pine, cedar, oak, and broom sage. Additionally, just like sheep and cow, they leave fresh fertilizer in their wake, and their sharp hooves aerate and churn the soil, making it easier for water and nutrients to penetrate to the root zone. Both the male and female goats have horns. Not only do goats eat 8 pounds of grass and weeds per day, they can also provide milk, which tastes great, and it's probably better for you. You can even get some Mohair or Cashmere. If you have too many goats, you can rent them out to your neighborhood or just eat a few. The chevon or Cabito goat meat is low in fat and low in cholesterol. No wonder the government doesn't want you to buy goats. They create cloth, milk, meat. They don't complain. They don't collect workers' compensation. They don't sue you for back injuries. They don't pay taxes. Plus, you don't have to house them, feed them, groom them, or even pet them. Now, some goats are picky eaters, so we need to get a few sheep. The world has over 1 billion sheep, so they're very plentiful. Whatever the goat doesn't eat, the sheep will. Like goats, sheep produce wool, and their intestines can even make tennis rackets. And when you have too many of them, you can eat them too. Not only do they taste great, they have the lowest cholesterol levels of all meats. And the leftover fat can be used to make soap and candles. Now for your country folk with several acres, just get a cow, which can eat 25 pounds of grass per day. Cows, just like sheep and goats, are ruminants with 4 stomachs and all have huge appetites. The only problem with cows is when you slaughter them to eat, you need a freezer. I'm quite sure you could trade in your John Deere for a freezer. While you're at this new farm thing, let's just kick the dog out and put him to work. He could shepherd the sheep, goats, and cows and protect them from wild animals. And while you're at it, get rid of the rest of the pets. Your kids won't have asthma, you won't need to buy prescription allergy medication, and you'll probably live longer. If you need to pet an animal, just go pet a goat.